Good evening, Martyn's mates, and welcome. Welcome to the Martyn Lucas channel. Tonight you are watching a very special evening. Tonight is a fundraiser, an emotional experience, a journey we're going to take you on, where tonight we're raising money for one of the most important causes I can imagine. Right now the world is in a crisis. There's all sorts going on all across the world. I can't even get back to England right now. As you know, I'm married to a local lady in McKinney. I can't get home because we'd have to be quarantined. And in fact, my wife Leah wouldn't even be allowed back in the country right now because she's from America. And unfortunately, it's one of those places that are banned from England right now, sadly. So the whole world is upside down. Has there ever been a time when we needed to support our doctors, our nurses, and our medical professionals? I don't think there's ever been a time more important than there is here today. Tonight, my name is Martyn Lucas. I was voted World Piano Man and former Phantom of the Opera, and I'm here tonight courtesy of Barbara and Bob Thomas, who covered the expenses to run the studio tonight. And we're raising 100% of the money is for our clinic, our community health clinic here in McKinney. In the green room, I have McKinney's finest people. I have our mayor and first lady, they're in the room. I have people and board members from the clinic itself. I have wonderful guests to introduce you to. We have a few surprises. But tonight, as well as hearing these wonderful stories and hearing from these wonderful people, we also are raising much needed funds. The clinic has recently moved. It has a new premises, and recently they cut the ribbon. But unfortunately, we couldn't all be there like we would normally. So tonight we're going to relive that experience, and we're going to share it all with you. So tonight, how we're making money is by your donations. But we're not asking you to give donations for nothing. Not at all. You can choose one of 650 songs that I can sing, 14 different voices in 7 different languages. If you go to martynlucas.com, at the top of the page is a button called Song List. All my songs are in there. You've probably already got the song list, but if not, go there, choose a song, chat live in the chat, on live chat, say who you are, what your song is, and make a donation. How do you make a donation? martynlucas.com/CHC. If you go there, you can donate, and all the money goes directly into the GoFundMe page of the McKinney Clinic. If you're confused and need some help, you can call Jackie Rakowski at the clinic on 214-707-8774. Perhaps you'd like to make a request that way and you find that a bit easier. Or just chat live in the chat and tell me what you like. And everything you see tonight is live. This entire studio is just me on my own. There's no one else here. What happens, happens, folks, okay? So you're in control. You take the show where you want it to go. You pick the songs you want to hear. So, shall we make a start? Let's make a start. First of all, click the subscribe button. There it is. Bing, 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 bing. Click the subscribe button and ring the bell. Okie dokie. I'm going to go over to the piano right now before I introduce our guests and start off the show. With our first request, we have a request here. I don't know the lady's name, but she donated $1,500 for this song. If Jackie, if you would let me know who this person was, I would be very happy and proud to call their name out. $1,500. I've never got so much money to sing one song before. So here we go. I better get it right, okay? All right. Let me go over to my piano, and everybody all across the world, welcome to my studio. Here we go.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I say to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, clouds of white, the bright blessed day. in the dark sacred night, and I said to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh, the colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, also on their faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying how do you do. They're really saying I love you. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I said to myself, what a wonderful world. Yeah, I said to myself, what a wonderful world.
I see skies of blue, clouds of white, the bright blessed day and the dark sacred night.
And I said to myself, what a wonderful world. And I said to myself, what a wonderful world.
Oh yeah.
All right. There we go. Come back over here to camera number 1. And thank you so much indeed, guys. You're all muted at the moment, but all my friends are over there in my green room. I'm about to bring our guests in for the very first time. So get ready, folks. I'm about to unmute you. So whatever you say now, if you are watching YouTube, and I hope you are, please now turn down the volume on your YouTube because it will come over in the Zoom. It's about 25 seconds behind. So please do that right now. I'm going to unmute all my special guests in the Zoom call tonight, and I'm going to bring them in 3, 2, 1. Good evening, folks. How are you?
Hey,
Great.
yeah.
Absolutely great. Everyone did it at the same time. That sounded brilliant. I love it. As you can see on the screen, it says friends. It says Friends of McKinney Community Health Clinic, and that's exactly what all these people are. So we're going to go around the room, and we're going to ask you all to introduce yourselves, if you wouldn't mind. Okay, so starting up in the top left there, on my screen at least anyway, we have Jackie Rakowski. How are you, Jackie?
Hi, Martyn. Oh, I'll take my mask off. Everybody back on. That was a big. Everyone's okay. Hi, I'm Jackie Rakowski, the Executive Director of the Community Health Clinic.
And who's that lovely lady next to you?
I'm Dr. Jenny Holter. I'm one of our nurse practitioners and the Vice President of the Board of Directors.
Jay.
Hi, I'm Jay Dominguez. I'm one of the medical interpreters for the Community Health Clinic.
This lovely lady here is Miss Linda, who's one of our patients.
Nice to meet you.
Lovely to see you all. Thank you so much indeed. Our wonderful, wonderful healthcare workers. One more. Hello, sir. Who are you?
My name is Dave Thompson. I am just one of many volunteer physicians here at the Community Health Clinic, and I have been a volunteer for 10 years.
Wonderful, sir. Thank you very much for being on the show live tonight. Absolutely fantastic. I have to now move down to Charlie Phillips. He's made a request. He'd like to be in at the beginning of the show. I guess he's got some stuff happening tonight, so we're going to try and get him in at the beginning. So please, Charlie Phillips, please come in, sir. The floor is all yours.
Well, thank you, Martin. I'm Charlie Phillips. I'm an attorney here in McKinney. I also serve on the McKinney City Council. I was in the church in 2002 when Nelle Cummins stood up before the service and said that she had a dream. And in her dream, she believed that God was speaking directly to her and said that she needed to begin a clinic in McKinney. And if you knew Nelle, you knew that she wasn't crazy, standing up in the back of a church, and you knew that it was going to happen. And sure enough, here we are 18 years later. We've been in business for 16 years, taking care of the people in McKinney who are less fortunate than we are. And that was Nelle's dream. It still goes on today, and we're asking that you help us out by making your donations here this evening. It's nice to be in the city of McKinney and to represent the city of McKinney because we know who our neighbors are and we take care of our neighbors and we love them as ourselves. And there's many small children who, through no fault of their own, find medical care here at Community Health Clinic and are taken care of. And I know those of you that are parents, there's nothing worse than a sick child. There's nothing you wouldn't do for them. And there's some people who can't find that help. But they can find it here simply because Nelle had a dream and because the city of McKinney supports great causes like Community Health Clinic. Thank you all.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you, Charlie. Wonderful opening to the show. As you can see in our green room, you may recognize some of these folks, some great people, and they're going to all speak to you at some point throughout the evening. I'm very excited to see what our mayor and first lady are going to do. George has got his guitar there, so we're going to have some fun rocking out with that one. Absolutely fantastic. Let me show everybody how you can start to donate. This is so important that we show you how to do it tonight. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to share the screen for you and show you exactly how you can get involved tonight. Coming in from other places, but please do make sure that you go directly to here, martynlucas.com/CHC. Go across there, go to the GoFundMe donation, so important. Go there, and then once you're there, you will be in the GoFundMe directly to the healthcare, the clinic right there. And we're going to refresh that throughout the evening, and we want to see this number go up. Right now, it's on $50. Okay, fantastic. Let me come back up into my Zoom call again. And our guests, here they are, wonderful. Well, very shortly, we're going to be introducing all our guests. First of all, I want to thank Barbara and Bob Thomas right off the bat, because it was Barbara who said, I will cover the immediate costs. The immediate costs are $300. This is what it costs each show for me to put the show on, just the streaming costs and all those little bits and bobs that cost in bills. And Barbara said, I'll pay that. So we got the show off and running. And so Barbara and Bob, I would really like to thank you so much for kicking that off. That's so important. Right now, I'm going to mention our sponsors, and we have a few to mention for you who have made $600 contributions each, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to introduce those to you now. First of all, there we go. Texas Instruments Foundation. They donated $600 for me to share this with you. I'm going to share it lots and lots of times because $600 in my book is a lot of money, and they're going to get me to flag that up quite a few times. Of course, my good mate, Mr. Bob Thomas. There he goes. Bob Thomas Auto Group. I can speak from experience because my car was bought from Bob Thomas. In fact, it was the first one of its type, Bob told me. in the United States. We brought it over from Spain. The car I have was the first one in the whole of America like it. So I'm very excited about that. And Bob Thomas, thank you, sir, for your $600 donation for that. We really appreciate it. Lastly, but not least, Texas Tech University Health Science Center, they also donated us $600. So there's $1,800 in the bank right off the bat, right there. That wonderful person who gave us $1,500, do we know who that person is yet, Jackie? Yes? Would you share that with me? I'd love to know. Oh, no, we don't know yet. If you are that... Sorry?
I know. That's Texas Instruments.
Oh, was it? That was who asked for those two requests. Well, thank you so much. I've never had $1,500 to sing one song before in my entire life.
And the 600 was Texas Tech, and then the donations went up from there. It's not everybody.
Oh, I see. Well, that's wonderful. Thank you. They also did ask for Amazing Grace as well. So I'm going to go back over to my studio and do it right now. So if you are wanting to make a request, folks, you can choose one of 650 songs, 14 voices in 7 different languages. Go on to martynlucas.com, go to the song list, choose a song, chat with me live in the chat, make a donation on the GoFundMe page, and I will sing your song for you. Okay. So I've been asked to do Amazing Grace, so here is that song. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much for your donation. Here we go.
We need to check your text message.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious deep that grace appeared, the hour I first believed. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear, the hour I first believed. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
There we go. That was a request for Amazing Grace. And that song and the previous song just made $1,500 for the clinic. How cool is that? Let me bring everybody back in again. I'm going to mute you all. That was pretty cool, right, folks? $1,500.
Very cool.
Yeah, absolutely. So now you've just watched that at home. You've watched that and you're thinking, hey, this is good. I can get my own song. I can be in it. Brilliant. All you got to do is go on to, I showed you how to do it, martynlucas.com. Go on / CHC. Click on the GoFundMe page and donate some money. Chat in the live chat. Barbara Chapman just said, beautiful, thank you. J. David Thompson, nice opening, Charlie Phillips. Alice W. Alice is from England, folks. She's one of my fans from England. Thank you, Alice. She always supports me. Hi, Ashley. Hello, everyone. Thanks so much for tuning in. Ashley Smith, wonderful, wonderful. Hey, Alice, you'll like this from England because you know how important it is when the mayor shows up in England. It's a big deal when the mayor shows up. We got the mayor of McKinney here. He's in the green room. You're going to see him in a minute. He's got his guitar. He's a bit of a rock and roller. He's going to come out and do his guitar in a minute. They don't do that in England, do they? They don't do that. The mayors in England never play the guitar. No, they never do that. All right, we're going to go back now over to our Zoom call again. And we have Barbara and Bob Thomas. I want to hear from you two guys and tell me why the McKinney Clinic is so important to you. And what do you have to say tonight, folks?
He's muted.
Oh, Bob seems to be muted for some reason. Are you muted, Bob? Let me just check that. You just unmute yourself, Bob. There you are. You are unmuted. We've got no sound coming from you. We will come back to Bob and Barbara Thomas. They seem to be, their microphone seems to be turned off right now. I don't know why that is. We'll come back to you. No problem at all. Down the bottom, I have Susan. I have Susan, by the way. Yes, let me unmute Susan. How are you, Susan? Hello, Susan.
She's muted.
Oh, she's muted as well? You're unmuted now, Susan. Unmute yourself.
Yes, there I am. Okay.
There you are. There you are.
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. What's your position there at the clinic?
Sure. So I am on the board of directors as the Baylor Scott and White McKinney representative. So I joined the board about 4 years ago. I am a social worker and the director of comprehensive care management at Baylor Scott and White McKinney. And the community clinic instantly, I was drawn to the mission of the clinic when the opportunity presented itself to be on the board. The clinic fills a void in our community to provide a free medical home offering safe, compassionate, and quality care for our most underserved population of Collin County. The hospital frequently partners with the community health clinic to establish care for our patients and their family members following an emergency room visit or inpatient stay. It's just so important in today's climate with COVID-19 that it is imperative that the clinic continues to flourish. So as we see more and more individuals who are without health care options in our communities. So our hospital is really excited about the future of the clinic, their new location, and the different telehealth platforms that they have started. So it's just a wonderful opportunity to serve on the board and be part of this amazing clinic.
Thank you so much indeed, Susan. Thank you so much for sharing that story with us.
Thank you for letting me.
My absolute pleasure. I think this is... We do fundraising events nearly every night of the week from my studio, and I can't think of a more important one than tonight. With the world the way it is right now, with our, with COVID across the world, and having everybody here taking care of our doctors. It makes me quite emotional. I'm looking up at Jackie there and all the other workers at the clinic with their masks on. There are people walking into that clinic who could be who are obviously sick, but they could have COVID right now, and our doctors and nurses are sitting there, putting their lives at risk for us. Has there ever been a more important thing? I'm speechless, to be honest. I mean, that last song I just sung, Amazing Grace and What a Wonderful World, really is what tonight is all about. And I can't thank our doctors and nurses all across the world, not just here in Texas, not just in the United States, but all around the world. What COVID has taught us is that the whole world has now come together. We are all one. We all share the same problems. We're all on the same planet. And a problem created on the other side of the world has repercussions on the other side of the world. We're all together. And to see our wonderful doctors and nurses at the top there, Jackie and all the guys and gals there from, I just said gals, I've been in Texas too long. Look at that. Look at that. It's rubbing off, isn't it? All the guys and gals taking care of us. And tonight, we're going to be taking care of you and the wonderful clinic that you've opened up. Before I come back to our wonderful guests, Barbara and Bob and George, I'm so excited to introduce George and all our other guests as well, Pete and Nancy Huff. I have a special message here that I've been asked to play for you. This is from our Texas representative. This is from Scott Sanford. This is what Scott Sanford has to say here this evening. Here we go.
Good evening, and I wish the very best for tonight's event. I want to take a moment to thank all of those who worked so hard with the Community Health Clinic to make it an efficient and effective use of our healthcare resources and for the betterment of our community, for the betterment of its health, which makes us all better off in the long term. So thanks to all of you, and I wish you the very best for tonight's event. Have fun, and God bless.
Scott Sanford, wonderful, our Texas representative there. Okay, we're going to go back over to our Zoom call. I can now tell you, folks, the money is starting to go up in the GoFundMe page. Now, don't be despondent when I show you the figure, because it's not $1 million. This is only one way we're collecting money. We've raised several $1,000s through the tickets on Eventbrite. For those of you that booked a ticket to watch the show, that's one source of money. Okay? That's one source of money. Also, people are sending in checks. Jackie told me today she received money, $1,500, and other people sending in money. Of course, our sponsors there, Bob Thomas. Let me bring up Bob's image again here for you. Here we go. This is Bob Thomas Ford. They gave us $600 as well. And of course, Texas Instruments, they gave us $600. And also Texas Tech, they gave us $600. So the GoFundMe is only another one of the many ways that we've raised money here tonight. So let me show you what we're up to right now. We have now moved up to $250, I believe. Let me refresh the screen. Yes, there we go. We started at 50 and we're at 250 now in the GoFundMe. So there we go. That's another pot of money that's going up as we speak. Absolutely wonderful. And that was from $200 was from Robert Hendler. Robert Hendler. Thank you so much, sir, for giving us $200. Would you like a song? You can pick one of 14 voices, 7 languages, or 650 songs. All those songs are on my website, martynlucas.com, in the song list. Go and choose yourself a song. Okay, we're going to go back over to the piano now because we have more requests coming in. So let me go across to that part of the studio. We had a request here, and this is for Abigail Smith. Abigail Smith donated $150 if I would do some Elvis. Can't Help Falling in Love, okay? This is a bit of Elvis for you. Can't Help Falling in Love. And $150. Thank you so much. Here we go. All right.
Wise men say only fools rush in, for I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin? For I can't help falling in love with you. Like the river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Oh, take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you. Like the river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Oh, take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you. For I can't help falling in love with you. Oh yeah.
There we go. Can't help falling in love. Abigail, thank you so much indeed. That was $150 there. Thank you very, very much indeed. Charlotte, shout out to my sister Jackie for always working hard to keep the clinic open. Absolutely, Charlotte. I've just shouted out for you. Shout out to my sister Jackie for always working hard to keep the clinic open. Leslie Swan, hi everyone. Thank you to my dad and the team at the clinic for putting on a creative and fun event. Jackie said he challenged his brothers and sisters in blue to make a donation to the clinic. Absolutely brilliant. Hey y'all, here's the GoFundMe link. Fantastic. Keep posting the links. Keep doing all that great stuff. Thank you, everybody, for keep doing that. Wonderful stuff. All right. As you see on the screen, martynlucas.com/CHC. Click on that. It'll take you directly to the event. Click on the event, scroll down, and there is the GoFundMe link. All right. So who's going to give us thousands and thousands of dollars tonight? Who's going to give me on Easter Sunday? Andre Bocelli sang to 22 million people over there in Italy. He sung Time to Say Goodbye, Amazing Grace, several other great songs. So who's going to give me $150 or more tonight to sing Time to Say Goodbye in the voice of Andre Bocelli? Someone's got to do that tonight, and I will sing for you. Okay, I'm going to do more songs for you in a couple of minutes' time. Let me go back over to the green room, and we've got more guests and surprises coming up right now. Here we go. All right. Okay, where are we right now? We're back here in the green room. It looks like we've lost George Full. I hope not. I hope George hasn't had to go. Oh, hang on a minute. 600 and more. Yay, fantastic. The money's going up. Wonderful. If people are calling in on 214-707-8774, absolutely wonderful. You can call it and you will speak to the lovely Jackie Rakowski. That's her number, 214-707-8774. If you want to call her up, she'll say hello to you. All right? Absolutely brilliant. Let me go back now to our Zoom call and unmute our guest. So turn your volume down on YouTube, folks. Are you ready? I'm unmuting you all, and I'm going to bring you back into the Zoom call right now. Here we go. Okay, everybody. Let me go over to Bob and Barbara Thomas again, and let's see if I can bring them into our show. They're still muted. Let me unmute you again. Click the unmute button. Let me unmute you. I'm clicking unmute.
Okay.
There you go. Got you.
Okay. Hey.
There he is.
We really think this is a wonderful evening, and the Community Health Clinic of McKinney certainly needs this this infusion of dollars. And I would just share with you that we have served about 900 children and over 200 adults at the present time who are uninsured or underinsured. And that is within the county of a 1,050,000 people. So we would just want to call out, we have 6 medical doctors, orthopedic, rheumatology, 2 internal medicine docs, 1 pediatrician, and 1 cardiologist. We have 1 women's health nurse practitioner, 1 pediatric nurse practitioner, 12 family nurse practitioners, 1 physical therapist, 6 registered nurses, and 1 dietitian, and a volunteer staff front office of 15 or 16 people. We also have some College and Texas Tech nursing students, but to all of our medical personnel that serve on a volunteer capacity, we appreciate each and every one of them so very much, especially during these very challenging times.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Martyn.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Bob and Barbara. And thank you, Barbara, again for covering the cost of the studio. Thank you very much indeed. That was wonderful of you. Thank you, Bob Thomas Ford, as well, for sponsoring the event. $600. Thank you so much indeed for that. And for doing that once again, I would like to flag up. There we go. Bob Thomas Auto Group. There we go. I highly recommend Bob. Bob's one of my mates, and I bought my car from him. So that I wouldn't buy my car from anybody. I bought my car from someone one of my mates. First class service, first class guy, and always, from what I hear from everyone that tells me, always supporting non-profits, fundraising events. You always know if Bob Thomas is going to be there. And of course, just because he's a big business, I'm sure you're struggling right now, Bob. It must be quite difficult for you right now. I would imagine you're not selling as many cars as you might normally do, and as many people in the shop. Is that right, Bob?
Well, I'm afraid that is accurate and correct, but we're going to rebound and we're going to get through this all together.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what this is all about. Everybody coming together. I'm really sad. It seems like we lost George and Maylee. I didn't get to them in time. I'm so sorry if that's happened. That was a great shame. I'd like to introduce you now to Pete and Nancy Huff here. So you are unmuted, guys. Would you like to talk to the viewers are watching the show right now?
Sure. I also, like Charlie Phillips, heard Mary Nelle tell of her dream. While there were many people that did pro bono work to get it started, there were still some financial needs, and we actually made the very first donation to the clinic. We have watched that clinic grow since 2004, the number of days it's open, the number of patients they've served. Amazed at the number of volunteers, especially the professionals, doctors and nurse practitioners, and the nurses. We can't provide medical care. It's not what we can do, but we can certainly provide financial support, and that's why we do it. It serves so many people, And they are truly people in need, and they're people that live right here in our area. That's our story.
I'm Pete Hoff. I turned the city council over to Charlie Phillips. He's making as good a mess as I did some years ago. Nancy's kind of the unsung hero. She has rolled up her sleeves and been on the board and on the fundraising and on the PR and talking even to patients and so forth. So kudos to her. I kind of look at the clinic like a businessman would look, what charity do you want to support? Many charities sound good on paper, but when you look at what the original organizers are being paid or taken out of it, sometimes that's not too great a deal. You wonder, where's the money going? Well, they tell you good words, but you don't know. With this clinic, it's going to the needy people. There's no place else, and it's really going in services. What money we raise covers what's really bare bones expenses. The staff and most all the medical people are volunteers that are doing it because number one, they got the talent. Number two, they have the courage and desire to help people. This is the only free clinic in Collin County, contrary to what some people would let you believe. There is another clinic, but they're basically there to be paid with insurance, and that's not all bad, but there are a lot of people that can't even afford the insurance or even have it. The clinic has built a tremendous relationship with the laboratory, imaging, and prescription people. And we often see the bills, which are dismissed, actually, hundreds of thousands of dollars in a year that these companies that support the clinic with those services, and the doctors need that to diagnose properly and prescribe. All of this really results in helping for the needy people and reducing the emergency room use for people who can't pay the bills, which in turn helps the hospitals who have been good supporters of the clinic so far. Now, Martin, I'm a business guy. I want to make the group a proposition. I would like to challenge a match. We're willing to match 2 months worth of rent, and just to put that in dollars, that's $5,500 a month times 2, to see if we can raise 4 months rent by other people contributing $10, $50, $100, and see if we can accumulate 4 months rent. We'll match it.
Wow, that's incredible, folks. So there is your call to action right there. So there's free money on the table. They're going to match it, 2 months rent. So everybody, now come on. Tonight, every fundraising event in the history of ever, that's my crazy English. Do you like that? Every fundraising event had some costs, like you talked about. When you raise money, a lot of money gets lost in bills and expenses and paying somebody at the top. Tonight, there's nothing. You're not hired a venue. I provided the studio for free. Myself is for free. Everybody here is for free. So everyone said to me in America, don't say it's for free. If you say it's for free, it means it's rubbish. All right? It ain't free. We're just giving it to you because we want to help the people of McKinney who do not. I mean, if you get ill right now, it really blew my mind when I came to America to find out that if you didn't have money and you couldn't pay for healthcare, you could be in trouble, because in England it's free, right? It's a different system, right? And I thought, when you're ill, that's the time you do not want to be worrying about money and how to pay the bills, because you're feeling sick and you're poorly and your life's horrible and oh my God. And I can cope with that in England because it ain't too hot. In the summer here, if the air conditioning goes out and you're in your house and you're baking hot and you feel sick and poorly and now you got to pay the bills, I don't know what that feels like. I can't even imagine what that feels like. So to have the McKinney Clinic there for you, it provides medical treatment for people who can't afford it, who have no insurance or not enough insurance, is probably one of the most important things that you can do. Because when you're a human being and you're suffering and you have healthcare, it's the most important thing. So you're tonight, you guys have just offered that. We need to be doing this, guys, because there's no expenses here tonight. There's no middleman. You're not paying anybody anything. And there's no commission coming to me or percentage to an auctioneer or hiring out a big hotel in Dallas. It's all for the clinic. It's all for those doctors and nurses. Every cent. So tonight, if we can't raise money, there's never been a better opportunity to raise money, because every event has expenses and costs and middleman and this and that and the other. Nothing tonight. The only thing we had was $300 and Barbara paid that. Everything else is free. And I'm going to use the word free. It's free because we care, and people here care. Jackie Rakowski is trying to say something to me. What do you want to say, Jackie? Oh, hang on. Are you muted? If you muted yourself, let me unmute you.
You're muted.
All right, unmute yourself. Go on then. Hang on, I still can't hear you. Unmute. Okay, go on ahead.
I just got another donation for a song, Mustang Sally by Mark and Debbie Dennison. They just made a donation. They called me. He's calling me back again.
Brilliant.
And I made a donation for Sweet Caroline for my sister.
All right. Hang on a minute. What's going on? We got the healthcare workers making donations for their own flipping clinic and their own services. Give that lady, that nurse, that person there who takes care of people, give her money back. She ain't paying for songs. I'm not having that. So I'm going to sing Sweet Caroline for you, and I don't know how to give you money back. I don't have the way to do that, but that's not right. Someone's got to give the money that she just donated and double it to compensate one of our lovely healthcare workers who's paying for her own fundraiser. That can't be right. Right, I'm going to go over to the studio and I'm going to do an extra special job, because I'm going to sing Sweet Caroline, but I'm going to sing it in the voice of Neil Diamond as well, all right? Just because I want to show off. All right. I'm going to mute you folks now. Going to come back and then we're going to update the numbers, because you've heard it tonight, folks. You've heard it tonight that Mr. and Mrs. Huff are going to double the 2 months' rent. We're going to match it. So here we go. All right. I'm going to mute you folks, and I'm going to go and do Sweet Caroline for the lovely Jackie Rakowski. All right. And then we've got Mustang Sally. Is that right? Okay. All right. We're back over here in the studio, and we've been asked to do Sweet Caroline. So let's do that first. Okay. Here we go. All right. Where it began, yeah, I can begin to know it now. Who'd have believed you'd come a long way, yeah. And when love hurts, honey runs on my shoulders now. Who'd have believed you'd come along, yeah. Let's see those hands in the air, come on. I said hands. Touching hands, all right now, reaching out, yeah, yeah, touching me, touching you, like a star, yeah, Sweet Caroline. Good times never seem so good, so good. I'm inclined to believe they never would, but now I look at the night, yeah, yeah, it don't seem so lonely now. We fill it up with only two, yeah, yeah. And when love hurts, honey runs on my shoulders now. Who'd have believed you'd come along, yeah. I said hands, yeah, yeah, yeah. Touching hands, all right now.
reaching out, yeah, yeah, touching me, touching you like a star. Sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. I've been inclined to believe they never would, but now I la da 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 la da da la da da la da 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 la da da la da da la da da da. Hey, sweet Caroline, come on. Yeah, sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good, so good. Sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. Yeah, hey, yeah, yeah, sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. Yeah, sweet Caroline. There we go, Sweet Caroline. Okay, we got another request here, and this is for Mustang Sally, everybody. Come on. Hey. Oh, Mustang Sally, now, baby, we gotta hold your Mustang down, slow it down. I've been going on and out of town. You gotta put your flat feet on the ground. All I wanna do is ride around Sally, ride, Sally, ride. All I wanna do is ride around Sally, ride, Sally, ride. All I wanna do is ride around Sally, yeah, ride, Sally, ride. All I wanna do is ride around Sally, yeah, ride, Sally, ride. I've been running all over town. Wow, put your flat feet on the ground. Oh. All I wanna do is ride around Sally, ride. Yeah, all I wanna do is ride around Sally, ride. All I wanna do is ride around Sally. Come on now, let me see the home dancing and singing the song. Oh yeah. I've been running all the day. Wow, put my flat feet on the ground. Here we go now.
Mustang Sally. Okay, let's go back over to here. Okay, fantastic. Let me move back over here to this part of the studio. And I see we've had some more guests come into the studio while I've been gone. That was Jackie Rakowski donated via PayPal for Sweet Caroline and her sister, Charlotte, and nieces and nephews. There we go. Thank you so much indeed for that. Right, so we've got people in the green room just turned up. Let me bring them all in. We've got some more guests. Look at this, some faces that have popped up while we've been singing some more songs. So let me unmute everybody. Everybody, you are unmuted. Unmute yourselves now. So who wants to speak next? Oh, let me bring Bob Douglas in. Bob, how are you, Bob?
I'm just fine, Martin. Thank you. I would like to start off by saying on behalf of the board of directors and the staff and volunteers that number about 60, we'd like to welcome each of you around the world to this virtual fundraiser and grand reopening for our community health clinic. My name is Bob Douglas, and I serve as the current board president. A little bit about my history. I joined the board of directors in 2017 and assumed the presidency role in early 2018. We have 10 board members made up of long-term and recent additions. This is a fine group of talented, hardworking team members. Jackie Rakowski is our executive director, who brings a perfect balance and direction to the clinic's operation. Now, why did I first get involved? My first involvement with the clinic came in 2013 when I raised my hand during a fundraiser, something that you should never do. And I volunteered to solve a few computer issues. The word few did nothing to justify the situation. We did have the necessary software, compliments of Hewlett-Packard. Most of the computers, however, would take several minutes to boot and then lock up at a critical moment. You can kind of see the picture. Today, we have 9 computers, all networked and all running Windows 10. Additionally, we have a great telephone system now that has been critical in our telemedicine service during this COVID-19 pandemic. So why do I keep coming back? I found this clinic to be unique and to be a happy place. And I wondered why. I found all the volunteers wanting to be there to serve, and that rubs off on all of our patients with outcomes. So I thank everybody, the staff tonight, you, Martin, for this fundraiser, and those that want to contribute to support and continue supporting our clinic. Thank you.
Thank you so much indeed, Bob. Thank you so much indeed. I've just got a text and found out that George and Maylie had to run, and I just got the text from Carol. I'm so sorry I just got the text. Ah, that's so frustrating. We had George, our mayor and mayoress, in the Zoom call, and I didn't manage to get them into the show. I'm so sorry about that. I just got the text now. That's a shame. Never mind. Okay, we have Andrew Zenger. Andrew, sir, how are you?
I'm doing great, Martin. How are you?
I'm very well, mate. What's your role there for the community health clinic?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And before I introduce myself, thinking about you doing this type of a show in these unique times, you probably don't get to hear the applause as much as you deserve. So I just want to take a second to give you applause. Very impressive. I've very much enjoyed your singing this evening. So thank you for all that you've done.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Yeah, so a little bit about myself. So I've been a member of the board for about a year and a half now. And I'm the chief operating officer at a hospital in the McKinney area. So at Medical City, McKinney. And like I said, it's been about a year and a half. And I'll never forget when I was invited to be part of the board. I had an opportunity to meet with Bob and with Jackie. And I'll just say it was a pretty easy decision once I met those two individuals and got to observe their true passion and love for the mission of this clinic. And it aligns well with, honestly, the reason that I got involved in healthcare, which is to take care of those who are most vulnerable. And I can't think of two people, and frankly, just the clinic itself, people who are more concerned about caring for the vulnerable and actually living that out day to day. So as you've heard throughout this session, this clinic provides much needed services. And as been said before, truly it's the only free clinic in the area. And so we know that that need exists, and that's a need that's not going to go away. So just want to say thank you to all those that volunteer so much of their time to participate in the clinic. And then of course, thank all those who are participating tonight. Any donation is greatly appreciated and is a big benefit, obviously to the clinic, but then obviously in turn, a huge benefit to those who are most vulnerable in our community. So thank you all.
Thank you so much indeed, Andrew, and beautifully put. And thank you very much for your compliment at the beginning. That was very kind of you. Do you know, people said that to me. It's in it weird doing all this because you like to, normally I perform in front of people on theatre stages, but I know you're there. It makes no difference to me because I tell you now, I spent most of my life on theatre stages in Phantom and all the big shows I've been in, and the lights are in your eyes, and you never see the audience actually. So this really is no different, to be honest. I feel it. I know you're there. I feel just as nervous. Trust me, I feel more nervous because I'm singing while running the studio on my own. All the cameras are controlled by foot switches and sensors in my jacket and so on. It's quite a complex put together. But trust me, I'm nervous like I would be on a normal stage, and I feel just as if you are there because you are there. There's people watching all around the world right now, and we're raising money for charity, for the clinic, and it's a big responsibility. So trust me, I feel just as much as I would if I was in front of the audience, probably more so, actually. But thank you so much for your kind words. I'd like to introduce now Carol. Carol has been with me. She's been the lady who I've been speaking to now for the last few weeks, backwards and forwards, via email and so on and so forth. She's been helping me put this whole thing together. And Carol, I'd like to thank you so much for all the... I'm just unmuting you. I'm just clicking the unmute button. You should be able to unmute yourself now. Unmute. Oops. You're not unmuting. Try that again. There we go. So hi, how are you, Carol?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
Thank you so much for helping me put all this together and bringing all the board together and explaining it, because it is a new concept that we're doing it live on YouTube. It's a whole new technology. But Carol, what would you like to add about the clinic, please?
Well, it's been amazing to me. I am new on the board, and I'm retired, and from raising capital gifts for nonprofits like CHC, and I just grabbed hold of it because it is amazing to me how it is a medical home for those in McKinney and the county that need help. And there's no other organization like it, nonprofit, and the number of individuals who contribute their time, and from everything from our partners in McKinney. And this is what the analogy that I can share is like, you have your own doctor and somebody that you rely on. Well, people in McKinney and our county rely on the community health clinic as their free opportunity, because they can't afford anything else, to support them with their health needs. And what a blessing that is. What a blessing that is, especially in today's time. So I'm very proud to be a part of the Community Health Clinic Board. I thank you for that privilege, and to be a part of making a difference in our families and our friends and those that are in need, that, you know what, dang it, we're making a difference. And I thank you for that. Thank you.
Thank you so much indeed, Carol, and thank you ever so much for all the help that you've been over the last few weeks putting this together, emailing backwards and forwards, and you explain it so well, and it's right. It is an honor to be able to do what we're doing here tonight. As World Piano Man, I was given the title as World Piano Man. I performed in 195 countries, and I've learned what poor really is, and I've learned what having nothing really, really is. And when you are ill and you are at your lowest, and all you need is some basic medical attention, and you can't get it, it's the most distressing time. And to know that in a country like America, where you have to have money for health, you have to have insurance, you have to have money, and if you don't, places like our McKinney Clinic come in and help you. It's so important that we help those organizations, and I'm only super proud. I'm gonna go to sleep tonight when I've finished all this and turned all the smoke and the lights off and get into bed and think, hundreds of people tonight have watched it live. By tomorrow it'll be thousands, because it will continue to grow. Thousands of people learned about McKinney Health Clinic. We're going to have raised tens and tens and tens of thousands of dollars time we finished. Hundreds and hundreds of people will be helped. I'm going to go to bed tonight with a cup of tea in my hand, feeling quite proud about that. So I know what you're talking about. It's wonderful to be part of all this. Now Jackie's waving she's waving her hand up in the air. So I'm going to unmute you, Jackie. And let me unmute you. I've clicked the unmute button. What can I do for you, Jackie? What's going on?
So I've been answering my cell phone like crazy because someone gave up my number. And so
I don't know who that was. Who was that? Bob Thomas. It was Bob Thomas who did that.
So we have several song requests now. Are you ready?
Oh, have they given money to the clinic?
Yes, they have.
I ain't singing for nothing.
Nope, it's lots of money.
Good.
But first I'd like to say Nelle Cummins. I just got off the phone with her, and she made a donation to thank all of the volunteers who have supported the clinic and have been there from the beginning and made it possible to open the clinic and continue to make it possible for us to do what we do here. So thank you, Nelle. We appreciate it. We did receive another donation from Harry and Renee Donovan of $500. And we have several song requests from Mark and Debbie Dennison for Love Shack. Are you writing all this down?
Yeah, go on, carry on.
Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. Barbara Chapman made a donation to hear Living on a Prayer. Robert Hendler wants to hear Music of the Night.
Oh, now that was, hang on a minute. There's big bucks for this, hang on. Right. Here's the actual mask I wore, right? So let me get into focus. So you've got to pay proper money for this, right? Here's the actual mask. It's made of leather. See that? It's made of leather. So I'm not singing Phantom of the Opera for $20. How much did we get?
He texted me. I'm not sure. I'll have to look on the GoFundMe.
It's probably $5,000. That's fine. Okay, we'll do it. It's probably $5,000.
Probably. I think so.
Yeah. If it's not, Bob Thomas will make up the difference. It's fine. I always wind Bob up. He's a mate of mine. I can say what I like. He knows I'm joking. It's called British sarcastic humour.
So we today, let's see here, so far with all this collection here today.
All right.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, $1,150 in the last few minutes. That's why I had to keep leaving.
Right.
And
we've got $1,250 in the GoFundMe, right? We've got $1,250 because I'm looking at it right now in GoFundMe. We've got several thousand, I know, from sponsors. We've got several thousand from the Eventbrite tickets. So we must be gone past 10 grand easy.
Goodness, yes, I just populated GoFundMe.
I know. See, there's money falling from the trees, and there's no middleman. It's all your money. Do what you want with it.
I'm going to put these songs in the chat room so you can see.
Stick them in the chat. While you're doing that, let me bring up. I want to bring up this.
No, we're going to meet our patient, Linda. You have Miss Linda who wants to tell her story too. I think everybody can hear her.
Let me go to this little picture here, and then I'll come straight back to Linda. Okay. So Linda, you get yourself ready because this is what it's all about. The patients. All right. Let me go. This is when we did the ribbon cutting a couple of days ago. Well, there we go. Look at that, folks. This is the ribbon cutting. And there's Jackie Rakowski in the centre up there, and all the doctors and nurses and all the healthcare workers. What a beautiful picture that is! And they are cutting the ribbon, opening the new location. Sadly, obviously, everyone couldn't be there, but we're all sharing it now on YouTube, and everyone's going to grab that picture and stick it on Facebook. And there we go. That's all the wonderful people there at the McKinney Community Health Clinic cutting the ribbon. Absolutely wonderful. Right, let me come back up to you again now, Jackie, and you're going to bring in a patient, Linda, right?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Hello, Linda. How are you, Linda?
I am doing fantastic. How are you doing, sir?
I'm all right. So you came into the clinic not feeling very well, I guess. You were poorly.
Very poorly. In 2018, I had my second ablation done. And the doctors at Baylor told me, you're in trouble, you're diabetic, you've got hypertension, you name it, and I had it. And I thought, well, that wasn't a good sign.
Right.
And I couldn't afford health insurance because I'm a school bus driver for McKinney ISD, and I love what I do. I love those babies I transport. So I knew that maybe I needed to get a second or third job, but my health wouldn't allow me. So someone had told me that I worked with about the free clinic. Well, I took it as it was available. I didn't know it was free. So, but anyway, I loved it. I called and made an appointment, and they took some information out and told me when to come in. And I thought under my breath, you know, I'm a proud person. I didn't want to do this. I didn't want charity. I didn't want anything, but I knew I needed health care. And so I did pray about it, and the Lord and I just had us a good conversation. So I went, and to my surprise, what I wasn't expecting, I was expecting them to be treat me as a number, but they didn't. They treated me as a name, a person with the most respect and caring and compassion. That was in the front of the clinic. So I hadn't made it to the back yet. So I thought, well, I got mad. And I thought, now someone's going to say something to me, and I will bow out of here gracefully, and I will never come back. Well, to my surprise, I got to the back, and it was wonderful. The caring, the compassion, the respect, the listening. Instead of some doctors will take 5 minutes, these doctors and nurses are taking 45 minutes to an hour with you, getting to know you and how you react to things and what medications you are on and how that can actually help you. And I fell in love with them, but I went out mad, of course, thinking I'm never going to come back here again. I just can't do it. My pride is going to get in the way. Well, I had to go home and pray about it, and I came back, and the more I came back, the better I felt. They were telling me what I needed to do. They were sending me to people that I needed to see. There was great discounts involved, which I love. I'm a woman, but you know, curiosity got the best of me to see how well they were going to treat me from now on. And it's been wonderful. I can't say enough about the people that treat us. And speaking as a patient, the compassion, caring, loving respect you get when you walk into this clinic. You're greeted as by name. You're greeted, how are you today? Or when they answer the phone, what can we do for you? Those are things, like you say, we don't have the coverage healthcare that we need, but we're getting it, and we're getting it with such a bonus of caring and loving. And that's what it's all about. The nurses and the doctors here and the staff treat you with such respect and love. It's absolutely amazing. Amazing. And that's what I would say. I love them. I did change my mind, by the way, on them. And I love them dearly. And I would say, if your heart can open up the wallets and just, you know, give what you can give. And if you can't, if you're in the same situation I'm in, the clinic is here to help you. That's why we're having a wonderful fundraiser, such as you. And it's wonderful. It's just magnificent.
Something that Linda won't probably tell you, but Linda brings us, before COVID happened, she would bring us tacos on Tuesdays, donuts on other days, and she raises money for the clinic all the time with bake sales. tacos for breakfast. She just goes out and we did a video with her last year, and she charged people to watch the video and donated all the money to the clinic. Literally thousands of dollars right here from giving back to the clinic, because we love her and she loves us.
Oh, I love them, yes. And that's what it's all about, is giving, because it tells us in God's word to love. If you break it down, you would see the McKinney Clinic or the Community Health Center. That would be under the word love. And so I love these people, and I love you too. You're quite handsome.
Well, thank you very much. My wife's in the other room, by the way, so be careful what you say.
Well, don't bring her out. So. No.
Well, my response to that, and I've just taken aback, to be honest, because I want people to understand who watch this. And, you know, I come from a country where healthcare is free. So I saw it from both sides. People say, oh, well, you need to get a better job. You need to earn more money. You need to get education. You need to do this. This lady right here, her job was taking your kids to school. One of the most important jobs of the day. And she couldn't afford healthcare. It doesn't matter what your education is. It doesn't matter what your job is. Every human being on the planet deserves and needs healthcare. We all do. And if a lady who makes it her job and her way of life to feed her family and to do what she feels is right is taking your kids to school, and that doesn't pay her enough to take care of her health when she's sick, that's where the McKinney Clinic comes in and why we need to support it. Some people are fortunate. I did nothing for my life. My mum and dad both had a voice. I was born with a voice, so I use it. My brother, he can't sing for toffee. He can't do it. He can't. His voice is. You wouldn't come on here and pay him to sing songs. Trust me, you'd turn off. So this has nothing to do with me. My mum and dad both had a voice, and they gave me. In fact, when my dad was started out in business, he went bankrupt. Someone took all his money and stole his money, and he went bankrupt. And the bank came round to take away our piano. And my mum and dad got a rope with all their workers and pulled it up into the attic in the roof to hide it away from the bankruptcy people, to keep the piano. We lost everything when I was a kid other than the piano. And that piano is what enabled me to go on and do what I do. So, you know, some people have gifts, some people don't. Some people work their arse off and get paid a pittance, and then they can't afford healthcare. Somebody else does a job, it makes them loads of money. If you do what's right and you work hard, we should all we should all be all right. And I think it's really, really heartbreaking that, Linda, you felt, your pride and you didn't want to go into the clinic because you couldn't afford the healthcare. You deserve it more than anyone. You drive our kids to school every day. You're a wonderful person. You've worked hard. You've done the right thing all your life. And all you want to do is have somebody help you when you get sick. And along come the lovely doctors and nurses like Jackie Rakowski in the clinic, and they take care of you. Brilliant. Love it.
Oh, they're wonderful. And I pray many, many blessings on them, and many, many blessings on you for you donating your time and your effort here. I would have to say, I've met you. I love you. Thank you so much.
Are you subscribing to my channel? Are you one of my fans now? One of Martyn's mates?
I believe so.
The people that follow my channel, they're called Martyn's mates, and I have fans all over the world, like you, who watch my shows and every night when I sing you songs. So I'm here every night.
Well, I'll be listening. Yes.
There you go.
Yes, I love to hear people sing.
Hey, I'm so happy that you've come on here tonight and shared your personal story. Not everybody would want to do it, and it's lovely that you did. And I hope it's touched people to think flipping. In fact, it has. You, Linda, have just cost me $100 because I'm down now. I'm down $100 because my wife's in the other room And I noticed in the GoFundMe, she's got my credit card and she's just donated $100. So there you go. Because of your story, I'm out of pocket now. I've given the show for free and it's cost me $100. How'd that happen?
Well, I can take and give you a virtual hug.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. Don't bring Linda on again. She cost me money.
Always. But anyway, God bless everybody. And thank you again for helping us so much. You're an inspiration and a wonderful person. And I'm honored to have met you.
This is for you, Linda.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
First of all, here's a bit of Lady Gaga. This is Smile.
Smile through your heart is aching. Smile even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, we'll get by. If you smile through your fear and sorrow, smile and maybe tomorrow you'll see the sun come shining through for you. Light up your face with gladness, hide every trace of sadness, although a tear may be ever so near. That's the time you must keep on trying. Smile, what's the use of crying? You'll find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile. Though your heart is aching, smile even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by. If you smile through your fear and sorrow, smile and maybe tomorrow you'll see the sun come shining through. If you light up your face with gladness, hide every trace of sadness, although a tear may be ever so near. That's the time you must keep on trying. Smile, what's the use of crying? You'll find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile.
There we go. A little bit of Smile, of course, the music of Charlie Chaplin. That was all for you, Linda. Those two songs, Amazing Grace and Smile. I hope I didn't make you cry too much. I saw you getting a bit teary-eyed there. All right. Oh, you're muted again. Let me just quickly go to Jeannie, are you okay to wait a few moments? Are you okay for a little bit? Because I've got a couple of songs. We've got to earn some money, folks. We can't just keep chatting. We've got to earn money. Jackie's going, yeah. People are phoning up, giving me stuff to do. I've got this. I've got it. I can see it. That's why I've got my guitar. We're going to do a bit of Bon Jovi now. Now, I want to find out. I want someone to tell me that someone paid at least $100 for this. You ready? All right. So, yeah, we did. Thumbs up. All right. So let me go back to the other part of the studio. And I am going to do a little bit of Bon Jovi this time. And this is Living on a Prayer. And then we've got Phantom coming up as well. And Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. Music of the Night, Phantom of the Opera, She Loves You. I need to leave this event. She's off there. That's... for everyone supporting CHC, absolutely. Okay, that was Carol Ownby. She had to leave. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Let me go over here then. All right. 2 in the air. Oh, have we there? Yeah. How living on a prayer. Take my hand, make it our sweet. Yeah. How living on a prayer. Take my hand, make it I swear. Living on a prayer. Take my hand, make it I swear. Living on a prayer. Take my hand, make it I swear. Oh, there we go. Living on a prayer. Fantastic. Thank you so much indeed. Let me turn my camera around. Different part of the studio. Okay. Jackie said we've got Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, okay? Some Elton John. So let me go back to that part of the studio and change it around again. Keep those requests coming in, folks. Let me just show you how you can do it. You can call this number directly on the screen. Subscribe to the show, everybody. Click subscribe. Bing, 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 bing. Click subscribe. Ring the notification bell. So important. Underneath here, you have a number. This is Jackie's number there at the clinic. You're welcome, Jackie, by the way. If you get calls for the next 10 years, you know who started all this. It's not really Bob Thomas. It was me. I take full responsibility. In fact, no, I don't. You said share your number. You said share it. So there we go. The number is you're going to have to change it though, right? 214-707-8774. That's 214-707-8774. If you call up, she will help you don't take money out of your hand and put it in the GoFundMe and help you with your request. If you go to martynlucas.com, this is what you will see. Let me share the screen with you. This is what you see right now. You go to martynlucas.com/CHC and you come to this page. You click on this page here, and that page takes you directly to this page when it loads in a couple. There we go. And right there, you can get your tickets, but you don't need to do that now because you've already got your ticket. You can go here, GoFundMe. And when you click the GoFundMe, you end up coming right over here to here. And then your money goes in here. So if we refresh the screen, way $1,500 now. And folks, this is just the money in here. We've got money in being sent in cash and checks. We've got PayPal money. We've got all the sponsors, of course. We've got the very, very lovely and very generous people of Pete and Nancy Huff, who said they will match 2 months' rent as well. So this is going to be matched as well. So there's all sorts of money coming from other places as well. Right here, though, Leslie Swan, $50, thank you. Leah Vince, $100. Anonymous, $150. Susan Holsapple as well, $150. If I scroll down the list, Ashley Smith, $150. Robert Hendler, $200. Wonderful, 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 wonderful stuff. Thank you very much for that. There you go. That's how we do it. Right, I'm going to go back over to the studio now because now it's time for some Elton John. We've had more tips and requests coming in for that. So let me go back over to the studio and sing Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. Who wants to see it? Hang on, with Sir Elton John's jacket. Who wants? Do I get extra tips for that? You do? Hang on a minute then. Hang on a minute. Right, take your jacket off. This is going to mess my cameras up. My cameras don't like Elton John's jacket. It's too bright and sparkly. Oh, there's a lovely Linda again. All right, hang on a minute. All right. Oh, by the way, for a little souvenir, all right, a little souvenir. We'll donate this tonight, all right, to commemorate the event. This is my official Martyn Lucas t-shirt, right? All right, and I will sign it, and I will put today's date on, and this will be, you know, for tonight's special event, the McKinney Clinic. All right, there it is. Okay, and we want the person that bids the most, that gives me the most money for this. All right, I will sign it, and we'll put on McKinney Clinic, and what we'll do, we'll get Jackie Rakowski and a couple of the people, like the doctors and the nurses, to sign it. All right, so we want bids on this, right? Okay, so if you're interested, make a donation with Jackie. Call Jackie up and say this is for my donation for the T-shirt, and the highest bidder will get it. We'll send it to the clinic. All the doctors and nurses will sign it. I'll sign it, and then we'll send it to you. All right? All right. There you go. Brilliant. In the meantime. Oh, by the way, can someone, Jackie or Bob or anybody there, can you give our lovely friend George Fuller a call? Because he had to disappear, but he's doing a town hall thing, right? But it'll be finished soon, and we're still going. So he might be able to pick up his phone and jump back in again. I'm hoping we'll still be going, and he can jump in, right? I'd hate for him to miss out because he had to fly. But if we can get him in, like, to close the show with me at the end on his guitar, that'd be great, right? All right, okay. All right, here we go. Right. So, we've probably got, like, I don't know how much we got for this, a couple $100 to me to sing the song. But now I want extra money because I've got Elton John's jacket on, special. This has been seen in 2 places, on the back of Elton John and in Bob Thomas's house when Bob Thomas had a house party. All right, you ready? All right, here we go. Okay. So, the request we had was Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. That's the request that you've asked for. So let me just have a look here in my Elton John list. And here we go. So, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. I'll tell you what I'll do. I will do a couple for you because you've given me a wonderful tip. Are you ready? Okay, here we go.
When are you gonna come down? When are you gonna land? Should have stayed on my farm, I should have listened to my old man. You know you can't hold me forever. You didn't sign up with you. I'm not a present for your friends to open. Boy's been singing the blues. So goodbye the yellow brick road, when the dogs of society howl. You can't blend me in your penthouse, going back to my plow. Down in the howling, the owl in the woods, hunting the honey black toad. Oh, I finally decided my future lies beyond the yellow brick road. When are you gonna come down? When are you gonna land? Should have stayed in my farm, I should have listened to my old man. You know you can't hold me forever. You didn't sign on with you. I'm not a present for your friends to open. I've been singing the blues. Oh, goodbye the yellow brick road, when the dogs of society howl. I can't blend you in your penthouse, going back to my plow. Back to the howling, the owl in the woods, hunting the honey black toad. Oh, I finally decided my future lies beyond the yellow brick road. Goodbye yellow brick road, when the dogs of society howl. You can't blend me in your penthouse, going back to my plow. Back to the howling owl in the woods, hunting the honey black toad. Oh, I finally decided my future lies beyond is a calm surrender to the rush of day, when the heat of the rolling wind can be turned away. An enchanted moment, and it sees me through. It's enough for this restless warrior just to be with you. Can you feel the love tonight? It is where we are. It's enough for this wide-eyed wanderer that we've come this far. And can you feel the love tonight? How it's laid to rest. It's enough to make kings and vagabonds believe the very best. There's a time for everyone if they only learn that the twisting kaleidoscope moves us all in turn. There's a rhyme and reason to the wild outdoors, when the heart of this star-crossed Voyager beats in time with yours. And can you feel the love tonight? It is where we are. It's enough for this wide-eyed wanderer that we've come this far. Can you feel the love tonight? How it's laid to rest. It's enough to make kings and vagabonds believe the very best. It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. I'm not one of those who easily hide. I don't have much money, but boy, if I did, I'd buy a big house we both could live. If I was a sculptor, then again, no. A man who makes potions, a traveling show. I know it's not much, it's the best I can do. My gift is my song, and this one's for you. You can tell everybody this is your song. Maybe quite simple, but not out of stone. Hope you don't mind, hope you don't mind. I put down in words how wonderful life is if you're in the world. Sat on the roof, I kicked off the mud. A few of the verses, they got me quite cross. The sun's been kind while I roll down this song. It's for people like you that keep it turned on. So excuse me for getting these things that I do. You see, I've forgotten if they're green or they're blue. Anyway, the thing is, what I really mean, you got the sweetest eyes I have ever seen. You can tell everybody this is your song. Maybe quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind. I put down in words how wonderful life is. Now you're in the world. Hey. All right. Thank you very much, Bob. Thanks very much indeed. Let me come back to my green room superstars. We got Bob with an empty chair. He's probably gone to the bathroom. As you say in America, you call it a restroom. I have no idea why you call it a restroom, because no one ever goes in there for a rest. That's all I'm saying. Just call it what it is. It's the toilet. All right. Jackie Rakowski, first bid for the t-shirt, $100. Right. Okay. That's the first bid in there. That's those few requests we had come in. You asked for Living on a Prayer, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. Oh, Phantom of the Opera, yeah, we got to sing, so I got to change my jacket for that. Right. So how are the bids going? Let me bring in Jackie. Let me unmute you. Okay, you're unmuted, Jackie. What's going on back in the fundraising headquarters?
First, you have to play Love Shack too, by the way.
All right.
That was one of the song requests. So with our total donations, we are up to $24,000. And we've had several people call and say they're going to mail in a check, or they're going online now to make donations. That's why I ran away. I got a few phone calls.
Right.
That was going up.
Brilliant. And we've got another $1,800 in the GoFundMe as well. Plus,
yep, George and the mayor and Maylee donated $1,000.
Hey, and they wasn't even here to join in. Are they going to come back? Did you manage to get hold of them?
No, they did it through the PayPal link. So
okay, but if you can get hold of them,
I'll shoot them an email.
Yeah, say look, hey, or send them a text or whatever, and say if you're still around, because we could be here. When they finished, they can close the show. Let them know.
Okay.
They can, right? Because that'd be great. Get them on. I've been trying to get George on the show for flipping ages, and tonight he was there, and we lost him. Right, let me bring in the lovely Jeannie. She's been sitting there for like 6 hours, not said a word. So I'm gonna.
Texas Tech video too.
Oh yeah, which one? Which one?
The one at Texas Tech, the dean.
Oh yeah, I've got that. Hey, Jackie, I run the studio, you run the hospital. Don't start telling me how to run my studio, right? Right.
I'll try. And Linda left and said, Linda said she was going to listen to you every night when she goes to sleep. So.
There you go. All right. All right. So let me have a quick chat with Jeannie now. So I'm going to unmute Jeannie. Everybody else be nice and shush. And I'm going to bring in Jeannie. How are you, Jeannie?
I'm good. How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing all right. I'm loving it. I'm alive and I'm well, which is the most important thing.
That is exactly right. So, well, let me tell you a little bit about what I do here at the clinic. I am one of the family nurse practitioners here. I'm also vice president of the board of directors. And the reason we're asking you about the video from Texas Tech Health Sciences Center is I'm an assistant professor there. So I teach in the nursing school. And but back to what I do here at the clinic. I've been volunteering here at this clinic for about 10 and a half years. I started back in January of 2010. And when I first came to the clinic, I ran our women's health clinic one Thursday night a week. or a month, I'm sorry. And then in 2014, I really saw the need to come on, and I picked up Fridays. I've been coming on Friday to see patients as a volunteer nurse practitioner since 2014. A little bit about the clinic that I think is important for people to know is that we really have a really good track record of improving patients' health outcomes. And we do that using something called a patient-centered medical home model. This is a team-based approach, and it provides kind of comprehensive care, something that Linda kind of mentioned and talked a little bit about how we address this for all of our patients. And this has enabled us to really successfully incorporate telemedicine as we have been dealing now with the challenges related to COVID-19. And by using telemedicine, we can continue to really deliver our high quality care to our patients all across Collin County, and it's done safely and efficiently. So I think that's important for people to know that we have the technology here to take care of our patients safely during this time. Although we still have some patients that do need to come into the clinic, and we're still seeing our patients here also. So.
Thank you so much indeed for that. As you see, I had a slight technical issue there throughout for that presentation. Everybody heard you, Jeannie, just didn't see your face all the time. Okay. They were looking at me pulling 100 plugs out of the wall trying to fix it. But your message was delivered and everything was put across, so don't worry about that. Thank you so much for taking the time to deliver that important information. So, folks, we've been on air now since 5:30, so 6:30, 7:30, 2.5 hours. We've raised lots and lots of money. As you remember, right at the beginning, Pete and Nancy Huff said they would match 2 months' rent, which I think was something like $10,400. Now, I reckon, off my top of my head, we must have done that by now. Altogether, with the few thousand on Eventbrite, the few thousand on the GoFundMe. We've got lots of money in the PayPal, and you're mentioning other money, checks that have been sent in, all the sponsorship. We must have done that, which means then we've got another 10 grand from the wonderful Huff family. So we're at least 20 grand that I know about. Must be. What's going on, Jackie? Let me unmute you. You're unmuted.
So we're halfway there to meet the match. So we had an amount when we started. So yeah, so we're about halfway there. We got 1 month's rent matched.
Right.
Someone told me they were gonna, they didn't say how much, but they did say they were sending in a check to match the rent. So I look forward to that.
Brilliant.
It could be a month, I don't know.
Who knows?
And then
Who
we
knows?
would definitely have reached it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Are you counting the GoFundMe as well and the PayPal?
Yes. Yes.
You are counting that.
I'm counting
right.
both PayPal, GoFundMe, and then
You've not counted my Eventbrite ticket sales, have you?
no, I have not.
There, see, I knew. I thought I was
I don't know
thinking
what's coming through there.
See, I thought we were already exactly. See, I said we were nearly there. We are already there. So don't worry about that. So that's about 10. The Huff's about another 10, and then that other person said they're going to match that as well. So that makes that 30, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, I don't know. When you tell
No
me,
idea.
right.
And didn't you say someone's already bid $100 for my T-shirt, which we're going to get signed by the doctors and nurses? Right there, you go.
Yeah.
See, we're doing it easy. So for those of you that are watching this right now, and I've said this before, and now people didn't understand it when I started out. They was like, "What's all this online shows? What's it all about? What's Martyn Lucas been up to?" I've been doing this for 3 months now. 3 months ago, I was doing gigs, and all my gigs got cancelled. Everybody cancelled my gigs. Fancy that. All my gigs got cancelled. Couldn't do anything, and I spent the first month getting quite down about it. I thought, what am I going to do? I came to America, the land of dreams, and now I'm not. Now all I'm doing is dreaming about going on doing gigs. I wasn't doing anything, so it took me a while. I re-pivoted. You call it pivot in America, don't you? I pivoted, and I set up my studio, and now everything I'm doing is for help other people. So if there's anybody watching this show tonight that has a need, if you are a non-profit or you need support to raise money, ask me. Come on here, martynlucas.com. Just come on here and ask me, and I'll be there for you. All right? So you can make more money than you've made before without any expenses. It's a win-win, isn't it? I do all the work. All you've got to do is come into my green room and be like Jackie and answer the phone and give your number out to the world and stuff like that. But the rest of it, I'll do it, right? All you got to do. In a couple of weeks' time, we've got Bon Jovi coming on, Mark Cuban, the Mavericks, to help those homeless kids in Dallas that would be trafficked, believe it or not. I couldn't believe it when I found out about that these homeless kids arrive in like buses and stuff like that in Dallas. They get off a bus and there's these not very nice men who pick them up, and so unbelievable. So Vogel Alcove allows them a place to go. You know, they're like in between, you know, the streets and the police. It's like awful, isn't it? Can you believe it? So I'm doing a fundraiser for them. We got the kids in Africa. We got Joy, Kids in Africa, in a couple of weeks, and then we got the Lions Club in McKinney, the Texas Lions Camp. All those disabled kids that go to the Lions Camp over in Kerrville. I'm doing a fundraiser for them as well. I've got loads of them. The homeless in New York. We got charity in Japan, one in Australia. So if you know anybody anywhere around the world that needs to raise money, not for themselves, not because they want to get rich, right? But they want to raise money for a good cause, just call me up. You haven't got to hire a hotel and you haven't got to pay me thousands of dollars to come and sing for you. I just do it all for free like this, and you keep all the money. Just let me know, right? I bet the Huffs, they've got loads of people that they know want to raise money for stuff, right? You just got to call me up and I'll help you out. This is brilliant. All right, so we got Phantom of the Opera to do, Love Shack still to do, and keep those donations coming in. George and Maylee have donated $1,000. I can't believe they donated $1,000 tonight, and I didn't get them on the show. I feel awful about that. Let me go and check very quickly the update. Yeah, 1,850. We just had. Let me share the screen with you and share you what's going on down on the GoFundMe. Here we go. On the GoFundMe right now is, let me just bring this in. Can I do this? There we go. Oh, let's move me out the way. Burp, there I am. Okay, so over here we've got $1,850. Aurelius grandparents just saying $50. Anonymous $300. Anonymous $200. I love all these anonymous people. I love all that. I love that. I really do. Susan Holzapple, Jim and Sherry Brado, Barbara Chapman, Ashley Smith, Robert Hendler, all these wonderful people. Look at that. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And I remember the story tonight from the lovely Linda, one of your patients there. That was quite a heartwarming thing. So I had a request just come in on my phone and down on the text as well. Could I do Elton John's I'm Still Standing? It just so happens I've got this one already recorded, so I can have a quick drink of water while I play this one. All right? I think I did this at Bob's house. This is for you, Bob, my mate. Here we go with Elton John's I'm Still Standing. Hey! Come on!
You could never know what it's like. Blood like faces, just like eyes. Cold low light that shines from you. You wind up like the wreck you hide behind that mask you use. Did you think this fool could never win? Look at me, I'm coming back again. The taste of love in a simple way. If you need to know why I'm still standing, you just fade away. Don't you know I'm still standing, better than I ever did. Looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid. I'm still standing after all this time, picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing, yeah, 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 yeah. Once I never could hope to win, started down the road leaving me again. The threats were meant to cut me down. Our love was just a circus, you'd be a clown by now. Don't you know I'm still standing, better than I ever did. Looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid. I'm still standing after all this time, picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing,
wherever you are around the world tonight. Clap your hands, sing along with me. To Elton John's I'm Still Standing on World Day. Come on. Don't you know I'm still standing better than I ever did? Looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid. I'm still standing after all this time, thinking of the pieces of my life without you on my mind. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. 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 All right. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing. We got Dr. Michael Evans now from Texas Tech. Here's his special message to you. He previously recorded this. Here we go.
Hello, I'm Michael Evans, Dean of the Texas Tech University Health Sciences Center School of Nursing. We have been longtime supporters of the Community Health Clinic of McKinney because of the wonderful work they do there. And it also turns out that it's very, very good experience for our students. Our students have been having their experiences there under the direction of our faculty, Dr. Jenny Holter and others, and we are very, very pleased with the kind of experience that they get there, caring for these patients who have nowhere else to go. If this clinic wasn't there, they would not be getting the kind of care they get, and our students learn a lot being a part of that care. Both undergraduate students and also our graduate nurse practitioner students receive very, very good experience there. I want to congratulate the clinic on your celebration coming up next week, a fundraiser, and I hope that we raise funds that helps a lot to keep the clinic going. We do everything we can, and we are very big supporters, and you can count on that support in the future from the Texas Tech University Health Sciences Center School of Nursing. We have about 2,000 students all over Texas. Our students are both undergraduate and graduate, located all over Texas. We have faculty all over Texas. We have all kinds of nurse practitioner programs, family nurse practitioner, pediatric nurse practitioner, psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner, and also hospital-based acute care nurse practitioners. And then we have the variety of the undergraduate programs to become a Bachelor of Science in Nursing educated nurse. We're very pleased to be a part of nursing education in the Dallas-Fort Worth area and very pleased to be a part of the clinic there in McKinney. Thank you very much and best wishes in the future. Thank you.
Good evening, and I wish the very best for tonight's event. I want to take a moment to thank all of those who worked so hard with the Community Health Clinic to make it an efficient and effective use of our healthcare resources and for the betterment of our community, for the betterment of its health, which makes us all better off in the long term. So thanks to all of you, and I wish you the very best for tonight's event. Have fun, and God bless.
And here is a little mention from our sponsors tonight. These people donated $600 each. And I just want to point out, when we think of big business, like, for example, my mate Bob Thomas there, Bob Thomas Ford, they might be big businesses and they might bring in a lot of money, but they have a lot of bills as well. They're just like everybody else. They bring in a lot of money and they spend a lot of money, all their staff and all their stuff they have to do to be a business. And I think it's important to recognize that businesses don't just have to give you money because they're a business. They're just like you and I, and when they do donate their profits, they're just decent human beings. So I really do appreciate any business that does that. People often take it for granted and think they're a big business, they can afford it. They've got big bills. They've got lots of people to have to pay for. Right, there's Texas Instruments. They gave us $600 tonight. Thank you so much indeed. And Bob Thomas Auto Group, they also donated $600 tonight as well. And lastly, we just heard from the doctor, Texas Tech University. They also donated $600 as well. All right, let me go back now into our Zoom call and hear from Jackie again. She's got an update for me. Next, after this, we are going to be doing Phantom of the Opera. We've got a big tip for that one. So let me just unmute the lovely Jackie. Let me unmute you. There you go. What's going on, Jackie, in the headquarters?
We just got another $1,000 toward the match.
Hey!
Definitely going over there. I think we met it. I think we're good. We're
So
not
I can
good
go-
for the night. You can keep donating, but
So can I go home now? Actually, I'm already home, aren't I? I could just sit back in my chair then.
like Jay here? You see Jay?
Hello, how are you doing?
Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm all right, mate. What's going on? What's
Jay
that bloke?
is one of our come on in.
What's he do? What's that bloke do? I want to talk to him.
He is one of our interpreters. He's a retired police officer.
Oh, respect to you, mate. So when people come in who can't speak English, you're the man who helps them out. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
That's very, very important. Which language is that? Spanish? What language?
Spanish, sir. Yes, Spanish.
Spanish, brilliant. I can't speak Spanish, but I can sing in Italian. Are you impressed with that?
If you'll raise money, I'll be glad to hear that.
All right. Okay. Who's going to... Right, let's put it out right. We've already got money coming in for the shirt, which we're going to sign. Hang on. So we're going to start... This is my official Martyn Lucas T-shirt, right? All right. All right. So I'm going to sign it, and the doctors and nurses are going to sign it. And so far, we've got $100 for that. Is that right, Jackie?
Yes.
Right. That's brilliant. Right. Now, years ago, I've done support voice for Andre Pacelli, right? So people used to pay a lot of money for me to sing this. I'm going to sing Nessun Dorma and Time to Say Goodbye in Italian, and I want someone to give me a really good tip for it. All right? So, Jackie, your job is to, like, I don't know, phone people up, annoy them. Phone someone up, pick a number out of the phone book, ring them up and say, hey, I'm Jackie Rakowski. I'm live on the telly right now. Martyn Lucas, World Piano Man, says he wants you to give me some money. See what happens. They might hang up, but never mind. All right. Okay. Now then, we've got all these people watching this. I'm going to watch what happens now. I'm looking at my YouTube screen, and we've got all these people watching the show live. I want all of you right now, if you haven't already done it, click the share button and share it onto your Facebook page, share it onto your Twitter, share it onto your Instagram and stuff like that, because I want the numbers to go up. And every time people click share, it jumps up. I see it go up. And this video can be watched again tomorrow. Because remember, folks, this is going to be forever on my YouTube channel. Tomorrow, you can come back and people can still donate to all this. They still can. This can go on forever. You'll be getting money from this about a year from now. You'll still be getting money. You'll be ringing me up and going, "We had another $1,000. Can you sing me another song?" And I'll go, "No, I'm not here. I'm somewhere else." All right. We just had a message from Miguel Gomes. I want to say hello to Miguel Gomes, one of my fans over there in Portugal. He says, I'm watching from Portugal. Great show. That's Miguel Gomes from Portugal. Thank you very much. And we got Sally Yun as well from Japan. Sally always joins in the show. Wonderful. Barbara and Bob Thomas. Bob and Barbara are impressed that you can sing in Italian. Are you impressed with that, Barbara? Are you impressed with that? You know I can do it. You know I can do it. All right, hang on. What's everyone saying over? Let me scroll down the live chat. So what we got down here? Barbara Chapman, yay, great. Bon Jovi, thank you very much. Onzi Habib, great people, God bless. There we go. Leah's posted the GoFundMe link. There we go. Jackie Rakowski has first $100 indeed. Thank you very much indeed. Great personal story from Linda about the empathy and understanding that she received from the CHC. That was from Bob and Barbara Thomas. Lovely. Judy Douglas, donation GoFundMe. Bob wants to hear music of the night. Okay, we've got Phantom coming in quite a few times now. Just donated via the clinic website. Can you please play She Loves You by the Beatles? Who was that? That was BLC2Y. I never understand. Someone could tell me why people do like code on like Facebook and YouTube. They don't just put their name, they put like a code. This is BLC2Y. So there we go. Whoever you are, I'm going to sing for you She Loves You by the Beatles. J. David Thompson, thank you, Nancy and Pete. Thank you so much indeed. Yeah, Nancy and Pete. Again, I just want to reiterate that, right? They obviously have a few bucks in the bank because they're going to match something, right? That doesn't mean they should. That doesn't mean they have to, just because they've worked hard and earned their money. They're in a position where they've made more money than the lovely Linda, who's worked all her life driving the bus. They don't, you know, everyone's different situations, but they don't have to do it. The fact they've said it makes them, in my book, wonderful people. They don't have to do it. They could have said, no, it's our money. We're going to go on holiday again. But no, they said, we're going to match it. So I can't thank you enough. And I know everybody wants to thank you. People that are watching who tomorrow, next month, next year might need the clinic, might get COVID, might get really sick. And they rock up at the clinic and there's someone to help them. And that's because of people like you who helped them out. So we really appreciate you. And we appreciate everyone tonight. And even if you've only given $1, I come from a little village in England where a pound is a lot of money. So I don't think it doesn't count. It does. Every dollar counts. Every person counts. It makes a big difference. So I really appreciate that. And I really do mean that. I ain't just saying it. I'm going to sit here all night long until no one's going to watch it and give it any more money. When people start dropping off and no more money comes in, I'm going to say, good night, see you later, I'm going to go to bed. Until then, I ain't. I'm going to sit here and keep the money coming in, all right? Because I'm healthy and well and I don't need anything, so what else am I supposed to do? Can't just sit in bed and lose money, right? That ain't happening, is it? That don't work, does it? Right, so what we got here then? Let me go down these requests. Right, hi Martyn, Benjamin Macius. We've got one of our wonderful friends from Joy. Benjamin is one of my friends from Africa, helping the kids in Africa. Benjamin is here. How are you, Benjamin? How are you, mate? Good to see you. Right, so how much money did we get, Jackie, for Phantom of the Opera? I'm going to unmute you. Do you know how much money we got for that?
So is it a total? Because several people have requested it.
The total, whatever sounds the best.
I have to go back and calculate.
Is it that?
1,500.
What? $1,500?
Yeah.
To sing one song? Hey, Bob, you need to.
I can sing it.
Hey,
and
Bob,
then-
Bob, you need to stop selling cars, mate, and start learning to sing songs. $1,500 here to sing one song for about 3 minutes. I know you got nice new cars, but you don't make $1,500 in 3 minutes, do you?
So the consolation prize is I sing it.
Oh, is it? All right. Who wants to pay $1,501 for Jackie to crucify it and ruin it? No bids. All right, I'm going to do it. All right. Hey, Leah, can you get me a glass of beer? I just saw my mate Bob there. Bob, are you drinking a beer? Are you drinking a beer, Bob? Hang on. Let me unmute him a minute. I want to have a chat with Bob because I think we should all have a cheers. Right, I've unmuted you, Bob. Go on, Bob.
It's hot tea.
Is it hot? Hot tea?
It is hot tea.
Well, you haven't got any milk in it?
No milk.
What are you doing, Bob? What's all that about? Hot tea with no milk in it? What's going on?
Green tea.
Oh, green tea. It's not even black tea, is it? Oh.
No, it's not.
For a minute, I was impressed that the fact it was hot, and then you didn't put milk in it, and then you made it green, and it's like, oh, mate.
This is hot green tea.
Yeah, well, tea...
Sans milk.
Tea without milk, mate, is merely vegetable soup, right? I've never heard of anything like it. Bob Thomas is drinking flipping soup. Right, I got a glass of beer here. Leah, my lovely wife, who's just been giving all my money away, which, you know what I mean, donating back into the system, right? So has anybody got a beer there? Because we should have a cheers to the Clinton. No one. So you're all sensible, right? You're all being sensible. I know. It's a good thing. You shouldn't really be sitting there in the hospital, to be honest with you, having a few beers. It would be a bad commercial for the hospital,
and
to be honest.
just so you know, at 7 p.m. they shut the AC off and lock us in. So.
Do they?
Yes.
Why are you locked in?
Well, no one can come in anymore.
Oh.
So in the building locks down. So I have a access out, but they shut the air off. So
hang on a minute. I've been saying all night how wonderful this lovely clinic is, but what you're saying is, if you get poorly after 7 o'clock, you can whistle. You got to come back tomorrow. Is that what's happening?
Come after 7. That's why pediatric clinic ends at 6:30, so we can, get out in time.
All right. So don't get ill after 7 o'clock, folks. All right. Oh, flip it. And they turn the AC off. You must be baking then. Oh, bloody hell. I'm sorry about that.
That's okay.
Well, we got you got to suffer. I got
We
to
have the
suffer.
lights on still, though. That's good.
Yeah. You got to suffer for your thing, right? You care about
That's right.
people. You got to carry on. I'm going to sit here singing, and that's okay. And you've got to sit there in the heat, right?
Got my
Okay.
police officer here.
Oh yeah. You'll be all right. You'll be all right then. Okay. So we're going to do. Oh, I've just refreshed the screen. Look, it's gone up again. There we go. Let me have a look. Share bottom screen. $1,900 just in the GoFundMe, right? Remember, folks, there's lots of different pots. We're about over 20 grand at least. Like we said, the other 10 grand, maybe 30 grand now. So anyway, we've made loads of money, so it's all good. But more importantly than that, I want everyone to remember tonight, this video, you can go back tomorrow and you can see it again. And the idea of this evergreen video is it will keep making money for the clinic, and you can keep learning about the clinic and so on. So I'm going to go and sing Phantom of the Opera now for $1,500. It's like being back in the theatre in London. All right, I'm going to relive it. $1,500 for one song. All right, here we go. Okay. Okie doke. Here's Music of the Night for $1,500. And we'd like to thank everybody that donated to hear this. And I really do appreciate it. Have we got any money yet for my Italian music? I want anyone for the Andre Pacelli and Nessun Dorma as well. So here we go. There we go. Thank you so much indeed. Oh, got a round of applause there from my green room. Let me bring everybody in. I've got a great idea. I've just thought of something really good I want to do. Right, everybody's unmuted. Unmute yourselves. You can all come back on now. I've got an idea.
Bravo.
Hello. Oh, thank you very much. Who was that? I missed that. Who said bravo? Who was that? Who was it? Someone said bravo. I can't see you. I can't see you. Someone did.
It's okay now, it's quick.
I've got everybody on at the same time. That's brilliant. I love it. Fantastic. Right. What we're going to do, right? Because we're making loads of we've broken our record. I knew we would. All right. So, and we're going to keep on going for the minute. But what I want to do, right? Because you can't. How can you stop? How can you stop? Because every dollar is going to help someone, isn't it? You know what I mean? All I got to do is go to bed and get up tomorrow. I got my lovely wife waiting for me in the other room. Life's good, right? I can't stop, right? So, poor old Jackie there and all the staff in the hospital, they're burning up thinking, oh, God, it's hot in here. But I know they're going to want you. Yeah. Oh, flipping heck. Right, what we're going to do, all right, what we're going to do is...
Are you getting wine?
Hang on a minute. Let me just mute you a minute, Fred. Pete, I'm just going to mute you a second because you're having a chat with your wife there. So I'm just going to mute you a second. Right. This is what we're going to do, folks. Right. All my friends in the green room, you have got the Zoom link and the password, right? If people at home watching this now would like to, for the finale, come on at the end, the finale song, all be on the screen behind me, waving and singing to the piano man, everyone together. Okay. You've just got to make a donation. So you can either go onto the GoFundMe, and let me show you how you do it one more time. All right, go onto the GoFundMe. So here's the link. Look, go onto martynlucas.com/CHC. Click on this. This brings you to here. Go on the GoFundMe. That brings you to here. And when you pop up here, all right, we will see you. Just put a little message in there or whatever. So you're donating. Let me just see if that's gone up. And what we'll do, we will send you the Zoom link. How about that? We'll send you the Zoom link. All right. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna watch that. All right. So if you make a donation right now, I want you to phone the number on the screen. Let me give you the number one more time. Oh, in fact, here it is. Here's the number. 214-707-8774. Phone Jackie up, all right? Tell her you've just made a donation and you want to be in on the finale, dancing and singing and waving your hands about on the Zoom call, which goes out to everybody. You want to be in on it, right? So you're going to be famous. You're going to be singing with the world piano man, voted by Elton John, and we're going to sing a Billy Joel song. That ain't right, is it? Anyway, so all you got to do is do that, all right? Let Jackie know you've made a donation and a bid, and then Jackie will send you. All right, Jackie, is that all right? You will send them the Zoom link, and the password, all right, so they can come on in. And then if I see anybody pop up at the end, we'll all come on together and we'll do like the world record like Zoom dance. Everybody can be on the screen. So everybody watching tonight, even if you only bid a dollar, you know, we don't want to like put anybody out who can't afford it, because flipping out, I haven't worked for 4 months. I know what it's like. All the phone's going again. Who's on the phone? Let me hear it. Let me hear it. Who is it? Put it on speakerphone, Jackie. Put it on speaker. Hang on, unmute yourself. Hang on, I'll unmute it. Go on, click it. Click it. What was that?
Well, you'll see in a second.
Oh, will I?
Sending him the link.
Oh, you're sending them the link. There you go. Right, brilliant. We got people trying to come on. This is brilliant, right? If you can only afford $1, it's okay. $1 does something, right? Somebody comes into the clinic who just needs a cup of tea. There's $1. $1 is important. Trust me, a cup of tea saves my life every day. So trust me, I need a cup of tea. So $1 is great. So who's going to bid $1? It's going to come on in and we're going to get them the Zoom link. All right. While we're doing that, I'm going to go and do some more requests. And while we're doing that, Jackie's going to sort that out, right? One more little shout out. Let me just do this for you. I'm going to mute this now.
Don't forget Love Shack.
I know. Stop telling me what to do. Stop telling me what to do, Jackie. You're getting very bossy tonight. Very bossy indeed. All right. Does Barbara do this to you, Bob? Does Barbara do this? Does she boss you about like this? You can unmute yourself, Bob. You can say something. Go on, Bob. Say something.
Well, no, she does not. not in the on Wednesday evenings or Thursday evenings, but she does.
Yeah, you got a lovely wife. Everyone loves Barbara Thomas. Everybody does. Absolutely. You are fortunate, mate. Absolutely wonderful. All right. I see Bob Douglas has been joined by a lovely young lady. Is that your wife, Bob?
Yes, it is.
Hello, Mrs.
I've been on the computer in the other room following all of this.
You've been watching me on the telly, have you? You've been watching it? Is it you enjoying yourself?
Yes.
Wonderful.
Enjoy the music. It's wonderful.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Sherry Long. Oh, we've got Sherry Long here, one of my fans. Awesome, Martyn. Absolutely amazing. Sherry Long's great. She always follows my shows. Hi, Jackie. Thanks for the amazing job you do for the clinic. Don't melt over the air conditioning. Flipping heck, yeah. It must be baking here. It's about 100 degrees tonight. What's that about? You Americans always do things bigger, don't you? You have to have giant hailstones as big as your head. You have to have heat off the charts. It's like, why is everything so flipping big and stuff here? I don't get it.
I'm hoping they don't charge us for being here after 7.
No, well, you send them round my house. I'll have a word with them. Yeah.
They do.
I know people. I know the Huff family. I know George Fuller, the mayor, and Bob Thomas. So I ain't having any of it, right? I got friends. I'll come round and sort them out. This is for the clinic. They ain't charging you for the lights. Ridiculous. Right, okay. So, hang on, what is it? $1,500, you got that. Love Shack coming up. Right, okay, so I nearly lost my place then. It's something very important. I just got to get this done again. Here we go. Thank you ever so much to our sponsors tonight. $600 from Texas Instruments. Thank you very much indeed.
No, 1,500.
1,500. Ooh, hello.
Texas Instruments.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
It started at 600 and then everybody donated.
Ah, fair enough then. In fact, I better get Bob Thomas off the screen then. We'll come back to Bob. There we go. There we go. Texas Instruments. There we go. Back to Bob Thomas. There we go. Bob donated a wonderful donation to the show tonight, as well as always. Texas Tech University, they also sponsored the show as well. All right. Okay. What we're going to do now is we're going to go back into the studio and get ready for our finale. We're going to be coming up very shortly with our finale. So what we need you to do now, folks, is get yourself over there to martynlucas.com, CHC. Oh, hello. We've just been joined by Barbara Chapman. Hello, Barbara. How are you? Let me just unmute you. How are you? Good to see everybody. Hang on. Let me bring you in. Hang on. Let me bring you in. There she is, Barbara Chapman. I've been seeing you all night in the chat on the telly. How are you? Oh, can you turn your volume down? I'll unmute you a minute. I've unmuted you. Press the unmute button. You can speak to me now, Barbara. How are you?
I'm great. How are you, Martyn? I'm really
really enjoying this. Thank you.
You're very, very welcome. So you're going to join us in the finale, all right? You're going to be on the screen for the Piano Man, all right? Brilliant. I'll be coming back to you very, very shortly. Right, we've got a couple more songs to do, and then we're going to do the finale. So get your bids in, everybody, and Jackie's going to send you the link. All right, Jackie's going to send you the link. Let me mute everybody, and I'm going to go back over to the piano right now. Here we go. All right. All right, where are we? This is another request, and this is one I don't really know, but I'm going to play it anyway. Here we go. Come on, everybody, clap your hands. Hip, hop. Oh, the Love Shack, baby. Come on. Come on now. Hey, baby, please, home. I need you to sing this one out. Love Shack. Got me a car. And if I don't really know this one, I have to be honest. Me a car is so big as a well. It's about to set sail. I got me a Chrysler. It seats about 20. So hurry up. Bring your jukebox money. It's a little old place where we can get together. Love Shack, baby, please. Love Shack, baby. Oh, Love Shack, Love Shack, oh, Love Shack, oh, Love Shack, little old place. Oh, Love Shack, baby. Love Shack, baby, yeah. All right. Are you all at home tonight clapping your hands? We got to keep the music going now. We had a request for the Beatles, and the Beatles' request tonight was She Loves You. Everybody singing She Loves You, yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh! Yeah, yeah, yeah. And a love like that knows you can be bad. Here we go. You think you lost your love? Well, I saw her yesterday. It's you she's thinking of. And she told me what to say. Says she loves you, and you know that can be bad. Yes, she loves you, and you know you should be glad. She said you hurt her so, she almost lost her mind. And now she says she knows you're not the hurting kind. Says she loves you, and you know that can be bad. Yes, she loves you, and you know you should be glad. Ooh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And a love like that, you know you should be glad. So it's up to you. I think it's only fair, but pride can hurt you too. Apologize to her, now she loves you, and you know that can be bad. Yeah, she loves you, and you know you should be glad. Woo. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And a love like that, you know you should be glad. And a love like that, you know you should be glad. With a love like that, you know you should be glad. Oh! Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Now I just found out it's Pete's birthday. Is that Pete in our room? Is that Pete here? Is that Pete? It is. Is it? All right, we got Pete. It's his birthday, everybody. Come on then.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, oh dear Pete. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, oh dear Pete. Happy birthday to you. One more. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Pete. Happy birthday to you. Go right. All right, here's the voice of Tom Jones. You ready? Tom Jones requested now. Not unusual to be loved by anyone. Help. Not unusual to go out with anyone. But when I see you hanging about with anyone, yeah. Not unusual, see me cry. I wanna die. Not unusual to go out at any time. Hey. But when I see you hanging about, it's such a crime. Not unusual, you change at any time. Sing it now. Not unusual, all right. Happens every day, no matter what you say. Just gotta mute you guys for a minute. Love will never do what you wanted to, yeah. Why does it crazy love be mine? Oh yeah. Yeah. All right. Not unusual to go out at any time. Not unusual to have fun with anyone. But when I see you hanging about with anyone, it's not unusual. So in love with you. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah. It's not unusual. It's not unusual. How's everybody doing? Let me just come back into my green room. I see the green room has got a lot bigger since when I was last here. So let me just come back into the Zoom room in a second. All right, let me come over here and click this. Unmute you all. Okay, everybody's unmuted. We got more people coming here. We got Barbara Chapman, Susan and Emily Holsapple. How are you? I saw you chatting in the chat earlier. And Molly McCoon. Is that Molly McCoon is coming as well? Let me just unmute Jackie. How are you, Jackie?
Good,
What's
how are
going?
you?
Yeah, I'm all right. What's going on?
We are at 30,000.
Wow.
There you go. See, look at that.
Hey.
Look at that. Yay. Oh, flipping heck. That's not bad, is it?
Not at all.
That's not bad. $30,000, and I've just been sat in my house singing a few songs. What about that? I need to be doing this every night of the week. So anyone who's watching this right now thinking, flipping heck, Martyn Lucas raised $30,000. We got to get on that. We got to call him up. Call me up. Let's do it. I'm here for everybody. I moved to America 2 years ago, living the American dream, people. I'm living it. I am living the American dream. I love it. The people here, mate, seriously, Pete and Nancy, the people here are brilliant. I want to tell you all now, right? I want to tell those of you who are watching this, who are down and desperate and frustrated, right? Let me tell you something, folks. I came to America 3 years ago
I brought $500. All my money, all my stuff in England left there, right? My house, all my stuff, everything. Came here. I couldn't work. I had no green card. I had nothing. I came here to marry Leah. That's why I met Leah on a cruise ship singing, and I came here to be here with Leah. I'm just going to mute you a sec. One of you's coming through. Let me just mute you a second. And I came here to marry Leah. And when I got here, I met all these wonderful people in McKinney. I was lucky I came to McKinney, right? I met great people. And I learned that if you help people out, they'll take care of you, right? And my very first gig, I played in Harry's Bar for $100 tip. I couldn't earn any money, wasn't allowed to, didn't have a green card, nothing. Someone gave me a tip, helped me get a little keyboard. Then I got that money and got a better keyboard. And then it built up, and then went on and on and on. Then I joined all the chambers. Then I joined the Lions Club. Then I met Bob Thomas, learned about Rotary, stuff like that. Then I did the McKinney Theatre in McKinney. You know, for the Lions Club, all the profits went to the Lions Club and take those kids to summer camp. And the American dream is, folks, anything in America is possible because everyone is so enthusiastic and ready to do something. And that's what makes America unique and special. Anyone can achieve anything if you concern yourself with everybody else and don't worry about yourself. Don't worry about yourself. I never worried about how to feed myself, not for 1 minute. And people supported me, and now I built all this, and now I can do shows, and we can raise $30,000 to help people who are not people that don't have anything. They're people like Linda who work really hard, who have a really good job and do wonderful things. They just can't afford the bills because the bills are really high, aren't they? The medication is a fortune. It's all a lot of money. So, you know, America is amazing, and anything here is possible. And I want everyone to know who's feeling lonely and down that anything is possible. If you go out there, help each other, you'll be all right. Jackie's waving at me, and she's trying to say something to me. What do you want, Jackie?
No, I was saying hi to Mark.
Oh, you're saying hello to Mark, are you? Hello, Mark. How are you, Mark? Mark's just joined in. He wants to join in on the... He wants to join in. This is like the X Factor, isn't it? You should go on the X Factor. It's free. Here, you have to make a donation to get on it.
He did.
He made a donation because he wants to be on the video. I love it. Brilliant. All right, absolutely brilliant. Well, we're going to do it in a minute. We're going to do the Piano Man, and everyone's going to sing together at the finale. Absolutely brilliant. Is that Molly McCoon down there? Is that Molly? It is. She hasn't got a camera on. All we got is the word Molly. What's going on there? Just what's going on there? All right, brilliant. So anyway, folks, I'm going to sing this song tonight. It's a song I wrote myself, and I'm going to sing this for the people tonight who are in their houses, having a hard time. They're on their own, struggling, the sort of people that, you know, would need the McKinney Clinic. And they ask the question, is there anybody out there? Is there anybody out there for me? Well, there is. All of us here. And here is your song. I wrote this song, and it's called Anybody Out There. And I'm going to go back up to my studio. I'm going to mute you all now, and I'm going to sing it for you. And then we're going to come up to the finale of tonight's show. Okay? So let me just go over there right now. Here we go. Okay. So this is my own song. I dedicate it to everybody tonight who is feeling down and frustrated with all this, you know, COVID stuff on their own and all the rest of it. But tonight we've proved to you that there are people out there, and all they want to do is help you, all right? You got to be like Linda and just walk in and ask for help, and then there's help. Here we go. This is my own song. It's called Anybody Out There. Dedicated to everybody here tonight. Is there anybody out there for me? Anybody out there to share my life? Anybody out there for me to love me for what I am, know what I appear to be? Not for money, not for fame, not again. I remember many years ago, started here, played myself
beside my dad. But I was glad when I was sad. My music never let me down. This is my commitment. I'm looking for love to last the rest of my life. People judge me before they know me. They have never been inside my home. Is there anybody out there for me? Anybody out there for me to share my life? Is there anybody out there for me to love me for what I am, for what I need to be? Not for money, not for fame, no, not again. Is there anybody out there for me? Is there anybody out there for me to share my life? Is there anybody out there for me? Oh, to love me for what I am, not what I have been to be. I guess so. I'll have my music in my Texas time. There we go. Anybody out there? All right. Okay. Thank you very much, everybody. Let me come back over here. Unmute everybody. Unmute everybody. Come back into the Zoom call. And let's bring you back up again. Here we go. All right, folks. We come to the finale of the show. Everybody all right? You still with me?
Yeah.
We've been going now since 5:30. So what's that? 5:30, 6, 7, 8, 3.5 hours, folks. I'm tired. I don't mind telling you. I might need to come to the clinic for a bit of a rest. Jackie's burning up. She's had enough. She wants to go home. She can't be doing it anymore.
My daughter fell asleep in my office.
Oh, well, that's great, isn't it? Wake her up. Tell her Martyn Lucas on the telly. What the bloody hell?
I did. She's like,
Yeah, she ain't interested. She's not interested. I'm not rapping and doing all that stuff around the room. Do you know what I mean? She's not interested in Phantom of the Opera. She's probably not interested in it. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've just about come to the end. But we got some people that made a donation to be in the finale. So we're going to finish up with our finale. So I want to thank everybody. Carol had to disappear and George and Maylie had to disappear. But I want to thank everybody that helped put this together. And people say it too easy. Oh, thank everybody. Rah, 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 rah. And they go for all the stuff. I mean what I say, people. I mean what I say. I say what I mean. And I'm here to help people, right? I'm here to help people. And anybody wants to raise money, spread the news, get people involved, give me a call. Let's set up a show, all right? So I want to thank everyone tonight who's come out here and for 3.5 hours sat on their sofa and listened to me going on and on and on. That's the first thing I want to do. I want to thank all those lovely doctors and nurses that put themselves in the front line when there's COVID going on, which is killing people all over the world. It's amazing. In England, we have what's called the National Health Service, and every week everyone comes out of their houses and they applaud. They clap. They clap the National Health. They clap them. They say we love the doctors and the nurses, and I want to do that now for all the doctors and the nurses and all the healthcare workers in America.
Thank you.
Blooming right, absolutely right. Because them people have been taking care of people at the worst of times. And if you've got no money and you can't afford it, and you're like Linda, you work hard and you take kids to school. You probably take rich parents of rich kids, kids of rich parents to school, and yet you can't even pay for your own health care. That's where McKinney Clinic comes in. And tonight, we've put a stack of money into the clinic, and this is just the beginning, because this video is going to get watched again tomorrow. And I want you to all come back tomorrow and go in the comments and comment, because everything in the live chat disappears. The comments is for tomorrow. Come back tomorrow and comment and share it. And let's get this video with 1,000 views by the end of tomorrow. And that's completely doable with all the people in McKinney could do that. And the money will just keep rolling in and forever on the video. So thank you ever so much for everyone for putting it together. Thank you for Barbara and Bob Thomas, who said we'll pay the $300, because I couldn't, honestly, I'm not joking, because I've only got a green card, not a citizen. I didn't get a handout from the government. I'm not on any unemployment benefit. I couldn't afford to run the studio. All right. So the $300 paid for the cost of the studio. All right. So seriously, it might only sound like, well, it's only $300, but without that $300 that Barbara gave me, that's what I said a minute ago when Leah gave away $100. I said, what's going on? So anyway, really appreciate Barbara and Bob for doing that. I really appreciate all the big businesses have come on here tonight and sponsored. I really appreciate the Hoff family for saying, we'll match it. They don't have to do that, but they did it. Wonderful, wonderful people. So thank you ever so much for everybody. Thanks to all the board members. Bob, thank you, Bob. Jeannie, thank you. Jackie, thank you. Barbara, everyone in the green room. Susan and Emily right there. And Debbie Dennison as well. What's that chat? That's Mark, isn't it? That's Mark, isn't it? There he is. Mark, Bob with his lovely wife. And everybody, and Molly McCoon, who's been... Oh, hello there. Oh, she's in bed. What's going on? You've just shown the world your wife in bed. Oh, no, she's not. She's on the sofa. That's all right. It's all right. Don't worry. Oh, can't do that in America. Can't do that. People would go mental about that. All right. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, fantastic. Oh, let me just tell you this really quickly, funny story. I got a fundraiser in a couple of weeks' time for a retirement village, helping people, retirement village. And they rang me up today and they said, have you got insurance? Liability insurance? In America, you can get sued for stuff, all right? I went, what do you mean? I don't need insurance. I'm going to be on the telly. I'm going to be on YouTube. I'm not even going to be in the building. But they thought I needed, you got to have insurance. I thought that was quite funny. I found that funny anyway. So anyway, thank you ever so much, everybody.
World. It's Texas.
You can't have insurance for watching me on the telly, can you? On YouTube, what's all that about? Just turn it off. Anyway, I thought that was funny. Thank you ever so much, everybody that gave all their money. Thank you for Bob and Barbara again, and everyone, all my sponsors tonight. You've been absolutely brilliant. And Jackie, I want to give a special shout out to you, because you're one of those frontline people, but you're there tonight with your mask on. I'm not sure why you got a mask on. I can't catch COVID through the telly. I don't know what you're doing that for. Oh, yes, I forgot you're respecting the other chap in the room. I apologise. So you're in the heat with your mask on. Flipping heck, that must be hard. Anyway, you've been running the phones. You've been helping with the money. We've made an absolute bloody fortune, and I don't mind saying it. We've made a bloody fortune tonight. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I'm so excited. I'm going to bed tonight happy, because lots of people are going to be helped, right? All right. Brilliant. All right. So we're going to finish up now with the Piano Man, and we're going to get everybody singing together, okay? So I'm going to turn my camera around on this camera here. Before I do finish, is there anybody else who'd like to say anything? Does anybody want to say anything before we wind it up?
Thank you, everyone. Thanks to all our donors. Thanks to everyone who participated tonight. I truly appreciate it. And I didn't get, Jay's moved over a little bit. I didn't get a chance to show everybody the clinic, but I'm going to do a video tomorrow and I'll send it out to everyone so you can see what the new clinic looks like. And then feel free to come by with your mask. We're going to take your temperature, ask you some questions, but we'll give you a tour anyway.
I want to come down there. I want to see what's going on. Yes. I've already been down there, but I want to come down and see what's going on, the new place. All right, okay. So I'm going to turn my camera around so I can be over here, and you're all going to be on. Now, right, so I'm going to leave everybody Should I mute everybody? I'm trying to think. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, I'll try it. I'll try it unmuted, see what happens. If it gets all chaos, I'll come back and mute you again. All right. All right. So anyway, fantastic, everybody. I will come back just to say goodbye to everybody, but we're going to do the Piano Man together. So wave your hands in the air and all that wonderful stuff. And I'm quite emotional tonight. I think this has been brilliant. Tell the truth. Who's tired? Who's tired? I'm tired. Are you tired? Bob could hardly raise his hand up. Yeah, I'm tired. I've been sat here for 4 hours, mate.
And I have to be back here tomorrow morning at 7:30. So.
Oh dear. Well, we let's get this finished. Let's get this wrapped up. Money in the bank. Let's go home. Right. Okay. All right. Here we go then. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to finish up tonight our special marathon, raising money tonight. All across the world, people have been involved tonight. I'm so happy and proud of everybody. So here we go. There's a bit of Billy Joel. And here is the Piano Man. Come on, everybody. Let's sing it together. All right. It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday, and the regular crowd shovels in. There's Jackie Rakowski and Bob and Barbara Thomas making love to their tonics and gin. He said, "Son, can you play me a memory? A song tonight. We're all in the mood for a melody, and you got us feeling alright. Now Mark, he is a friend of mine. Hoff is too, and they're quick with a joke. They will light up your smoke. There's a place